Hi guys, Megan here from megantdavenport.com, and I'm an internet marketer and network marketer as well, and I wanted to share with you a really bad friend request I got and how to go about attracting good quality people in your life, people that match your personality, and attracting sort of quality people, basically, because Facebook's algorithms are really, really low. So I think it's quite important to make sure that the people that you are friends with on Facebook are actually the type of people that you would want to hang out with in real life. So this is predominantly for people who are building their business online. So while I was unwell, all my friend requests got built up. And so after, when I was well enough, I had to go through them all. And if you're just jumping on, please feel free to drop a comment on the type of friend requests that you may have had that are less than desirable. So I was going through them, and I had this friend request from this guy. And I'm going to talk about the type of people that are friend requesting as well. Now, I've got to say that most of the time, people who are friend requesting me aren't sending messages as well. And the problem with that is that if you accept 10 or 15 friend requests, they then get lost in the mix. And more often than not, you're never going to actually have a conversation with them. And if that's the case, then what is the point of having a friend on your friends list that you're never going to communicate with? And therefore never have a potential relationship with either. So it's really important to have quality people on your friends list, and incidentally do a clean out of your friends list as well and go through it, because with the algorithms you really need to be making the most of it. And incidentally, the same goes with your autoresponders. You need to be cleaning out your autoresponders as well, because that affects your reach. So I was going through all my friend requests, and none of them had sent me private messages, which, is a bit of a bummer, but that's the way people are. And of course that is lazy, but it also means that they get lost in the mix, right? So this guy friend requests me, and please just let me know if you guys have had some really bad friend requests, because this guy, I looked on his profile and there was nothing on the actual timeline, and all I could see were the photos. And I looked at this photo and I thought, what is that? And it was a photo of a Beetle. Do you know those VW cars? The old V-dubs, the old Beetle versions. And what it was you know how the old Beetle cars have got a really pronounced bonnet, a really curved bonnet, and they have like the googly headlights on the side. They were a complete, they're very unique, right? So this photo was of this VW car, and the headlights were painted black, and the bonnet of the car was it was that old style, so it was really curved, and it had a picture on it, and I was like, what's that? And I went in and I had a look, and it was a woman's body part. I kid you not. Someone had painted on the bonnet of this VW and I was like, oh my God. And I looked at it, and they'd even painted hairs on. So it wasn't like it was like a Brazilian hairdo that they'd put on there, and it was absolutely disgusting. So anyway, once you get more and more friends online and you're building your online brand on Facebook, hi Tina, yeah, you've got to delete it. And the more you're online, the more weirdos you get, right? So, hi Sarah, yeah. And sometimes you get, hi pretty lady, delete. So here's the type of people that I just straight away, and when I first started out, I didn't have that many friends, right? So when you're building an online business, you realise that all of a sudden, I know it's totally gross, but it was funny. It was like a car crash. I didn't want to look at it, but I couldn't help myself. It was terrible. But it just goes to show we are always like, put a comment in there, like say me, if you get a friend request and then you go and have a look at their profile, because we are naturally curious, and I'm a bit nosy. I'll go in and have a good look. So, what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, so then we start friend requesting because we want to build up our friend requests, right? So people go and they just start friend requesting left, right, and centre. Now, there's a problem with that because Facebook will give you a slap on the hand. So you're better off to message them and try to get a rapport going. So here's the people that I just delete straight away. I get a lot of army guys. I get a lot of guys who are in the army, and you go and look at their profile, they're just there, and there's pictures, one or two pictures of them, and they're either divorced or widowed, and they're living in Afghanistan or something. It's just weird. So they get deleted straight away. I also don't accept friend requests from people generally who are speaking another language, because I can't really communicate with them on an ongoing basis. I don't generally accept people who have just got a whole bunch of selfies on their profile. Like if you go and look at their photos, there's just like 30 photos of themselves. I don't get that. So that's not my type of person, right? So and the other one is someone who's just got games. They're just playing game after game after game after game. I don't have time for that. I don't play games. That's not my kind of person. I'm working. I'm building rapport. I don't have time to do Angry Birds or whatever it is that they're doing on these platforms. Anyway, so what we want is to get quality people who are just like us, right? And because people are always going in and they're checking your timeline, you need to make sure that you have your timeline choreographed to attract the type of people that you want to attract to you. Because if you've got negative stuff on there and you're talking about politics and you're having a whinge and you're complaining, those are the type of people that you will attract. You don't want to attract people who are going to comment on all your negativity. You want to get negativity out of your timeline completely. So when somebody friend requests me and they don't message me, I actually don't accept the friend request straight away. I go in and I message them and I say, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the request. How did you find me? Or what made you want to reach out and friend request me? And then I wait. And if I don't hear back from them, and then I'm going through my list again, and I have said that a couple of times and I don't hear back and it's been like 3 weeks, I just delete it. I don't even go any further. So just be careful. If you're just sending out random friend requests, that's your precious time, that you're using your time to go and find somebody and do a friend request. But if you're going to do that, then make sure you are using your time as best as possible. And please send a little message as well. It doesn't have to be much. It just means a lot on the other end when someone's taken the time to send you a message. And then at least you've built some sort of rapport with them from the start, Because if you don't do that, then they're just going to be lost in the mix of friends, and it just actually affects your algorithms and your reach whenever you're posting stuff. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming on. And so here is the type of person that I go for, because this is the type of stuff that I like to put on my posts and I like to see on my friends' posts as well. So I'm looking for people who have positive quotes, nice things to say. I'm looking for people who are putting their success stories down on their timeline, but I'm not looking for people. This is a bit of a hard one because I know a lot of people feel that this is what they should be doing, but I don't like to see people plastering their company all over their personal profile. Now, the reason for that is because it totally eliminates all the curiosity. If you've got, okay, let's give an example. If you've got, if you're in skincare and you've got the most amazing skincare product in the world and you absolutely love it, it's taken away all your wrinkles and you just think it's just the bee's knees, right? And it's called No More Wrinkles. Okay, now if you've got a picture, you're doing a video and you're holding up your tube of No More Wrinkles, then everybody goes, oh, it's No More Wrinkles, and they get onto Google and they start Googling it, and then they find out all the reviews, and then they find out somebody else on their profile who's selling the same thing that they know better because they've had a chat with them, and they'll go and buy off them. Now, if you put up a video or a picture of yourself, a before and an after, that shows that you've got before you've got wrinkles and after you've got no wrinkles, and you're like, oh my God, check out my picture before and after. I've been using this product for 1 week and look at my results. Message me to find out how you can get rid of your wrinkles in 1 week. That is a whole different story, because all of a sudden you have made it more about them and how you can help them, rather than here's my product, you know you want it. And what that's doing is creating attraction. So you're attracting people to you who have a potential interest in your market. I trade 80-20, 80% personal, 20% business. Yeah, and good one, Sarah. That's really good. And also with the business, yeah, I highly recommend doing the curiosity and then start a fan page and do more business related stuff over there. And a fan page or a business page is great, because then you can do advertising, and you've got more tools, and there's a lot more insights and information that you can gain from having a business page as well. So what else? I'm just looking at my notes. So yeah, that's probably about it. If anybody has any questions, pop a little comment in there. But I really do want to urge you to send a message before you just pop a message through with a friend request. And also, if you're looking to get friends, I also look for people who have got a significant number of friends. So if they've got 10 friends, I don't really, because I use Facebook a lot for business, I don't really want to engage with somebody who's only got a couple of friends on there, because I'm an online marketer. I don't earn my living offline, so I'm looking for other people who are also earning a living online as well. So I want them to be building their friends list, engaging with their audience. I also want them to be posting regularly. So if I go in and I see someone, I think, oh, that's good, that, you know, I wouldn't mind interacting with them. And the last post they did was 6 months ago. That's no good either, because I'm on here regularly. I mean, if we're building our businesses, we're on here regularly, right? So that's another thing. The other thing is a personal profile picture. Now, I'm talking to a lady at the moment. We're messaging, we're chatting backwards and forwards, and she doesn't have a picture in her profile picture. She's got a quote. Now, the thing about quotes is, A, I'm looking on my phone. I can't actually read what the quote says. But B, I feel like I'm talking to a red box. I'm honestly not even, I haven't got a picture in my mind about who this person is. I've really got no idea, because I can't see a picture of her face. So if you are building a business online, you've got to have your personal profile picture of you so that people can see who you are. Now, if you go into somebody's profile and their banner is a cartoon or a quote, and their personal profile picture is another cartoon or a quote, then the rapport factor is just totally out the window. It really is. So you've got to have you've got to put yourself out there. You really do. I mean, this is only if you're building a business online and you're getting leads and sales through Facebook. You can't have your follow button off. You can't have your friend button off. You've got to be open, and you've got to be visible, and you've got to be seen to be the type of person that you want to attract to you. So send the friend requests, send a little message. If you don't get a response, then they're not actively communicating and building rapport. Now, this is important because, as we know, Facebook has very little reach. So you've got to make sure you've got quality people on your friends list and not a whole lot of people who are never watching and never communicating with you. So I hope this helps. I hope there's a couple of things in here that will help you to attract a more quality friend and potential prospect when you're building your business on Facebook. And remember that everybody always buys off people that they know, like, and trust. So you have to have things about you, your story, your positivity, all has to be out there on show, because people will go in and look around and have a look at what your posts are and have a look at your photos, and you want to make sure that you've got your best foot forward, you know. So I hope this helps, and if you want more tips, go and have a look at my blog, megantdavenport.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and all the likes and the hearts, and have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.